Hi, I'm Blisy. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy.
Hey everyone, so today I've got something a little bit different. So I've been in a draft battle league style thing for a few weeks now, and I'm going to start uploading the matches and analyzing them and talking about what I did wrong, what I did right. This is my first time in a draft battle league, so I want to explain why I'm starting with week 3. So week 1, I basically lost in 3 turns. The guy was very well prepared, he did his research. This was not something I really thought to be doing. I'm so much used to just like laddering on Showdown, or, you know, I'm not going to John infinitely, but basically the guy beat me really bad. He beat me in like 3 turns. There's nothing to talk about. I could surmise it very quickly here. It was obvious I drafted for Trick Room, and he prepared very well for Trick Room. And so he had like an anti-Trick Roomer wall where he would Trick Room my Trick Room to reset the speed to normal, and I actually just like had no way to kill Jellicent basically, without Crawdaunt, and Crawdaunt scalded me and burned me, and I lost because of the burn. So he played very well, he researched very well. Week 2 I was not able to play, so obviously there's no match to analyze. Week 3 though, I did play, and so let me talk about a little why I picked the Pokemon I did out of my draft crew, and why and like what his team is. So there's a few things about these draft leagues that I'm learning. Is one, you should research your opponent. I have not done that yet. I've never done that so far. Week 1 taught me to do that. I've still not done it, but that's fine. The other things I have learned is that you definitely should be changing your team up. I drafted a pretty Uxie, Mega Camerupt, Ursaring, and Cresselia are like on a real team I use, not on this account, not on the Poke Central account, but on a real team I use. That I'm like, I don't know, like 1600 on the ladder with. Like, it's just like a good team. Crawdaunt's also just like really good under Trick Room. I wouldn't have used him though. I usually use there's a different water type I use instead of him, but I picked him just to, Azumarill. I run Azu a lot on that team. And then so I drafted a very generic Trick Room thing, but the thing is, I need to realize that I'm supposed to be switching things up, researching this guy's team. Like Ursaring, you know, I should be baiting that this is a Trick Room team instead of running an actual Trick Room team. Like maybe Cresselia and Crawdaunt will be the only ones that take advantage, or Uxie and Crawdaunt are the only ones that actually take advantage of the Trick Room, and then this could be Quick Feet, this could be like CM sub or something. Like, I have to do better about that. But for now, I have just a very, basically a worse version of an actual Trick Room team I use against this guy's team. So when I was first picking, like, okay, who do I lead with? I'm looking at this team, right? And I'm like, okay, so he's not going to lead with Kabutops. He's not going to lead with Wigglytuff. He could lead with Raikou if it's Volt Switch. And he could lead with Scizor. So the potential leads were Scizor, Raikou, Tornadus, all because of their U-turning. And then there was this Politoed. And I was like, alright, what's he going to do? And I'm thinking this is actually kind of a rain team, right? Hurricane Spam, Bird Boy. Aquajet, Bird Boy. This Raikou could be running Thunder. Scizor, you know, wants to weaken the fire damage. So I'm like, okay, this is maybe a rain team. He's going to lead with Politoed because it's rain, so I'm going to lead with my Crawdaunt instead of my Trick Room, right? Comes out. It's not Drizzle. What? Oh. Wait, what? So, it's not Drizzle, so obviously it's Water Absorb. So here, I do something fairly stupid. So obviously this Politoed's going to scald me. I thought there was like a chance he would Hypnosis or like Perish Song or something, but he doesn't. He scalds me, right? He doesn't get the burn in ISD, and I'm like, okay. Now obviously the correct play is to go into my Ursaring, who has Guts. Even if he didn't have Guts, he would have Quick Feet. So to risk the burn, I'm going to get burned at the end of the turn anyway. It would have been worth it to go into Ursaring. I choose not to and go for the knockoff. So he scalds again. It does not burn me. Thank God. I knock off and it dies. Because this thing is super duper strong with adaptability plus stab. Yeah, plus SD, all that. He goes into Raikou, right? Now, I actually, the chance to kill this thing is not anywhere near 100%. The range is, because I did a damage calc on this, right? The chance to OHKO like a standard Raikou set, which he might not have been running, which is just like, you know, speed, special attack, and then like a little bit of special defense or a little bit of defense. the chance to KO that is like 93% to 101%. So there is like a small OHKO range, but it's actually not very high. I was looking at it and I'm like, well, what do I need this idiot for, right? Like, so the thing is, he is actually valuable. He has priority, but he's not going to do a lot without setting up. And the thing is, he's just never going to have a chance to set up, right? Like, he doesn't threaten any of the opponent's team immediately. Everything on his team has the ability to OHKO me. You know, the only thing he threatened, the only Pokemon in which I would have been able to get a Swords Dance up on was the Politoed. That's it. Every other Pokemon, I would not have been able to get a Swords Dance up because they could just OHKO my frail Crawdon boy. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet. And I get the OHKO, which is like, alright, so I'll take it, right? So then he goes into his Scizor, and I'm like, okay, so let me explain my logic here. I'll show you, and then I'll explain. So he just kills me with the U-turn here. Obviously, I'm slower because I'm 0 speed, except for Trick Room. So I thought he was going to Bullet Punch for chip damage. So I don't know if he super next leveled me or I over-predicted. So I thought this thing was going to Bullet Punch me. And I was like, alright, he's going to Bullet Punch me, obviously, which will outspeed my Aqua Jet, obviously. So I should use a move that will do more damage because Aqua Jet will not OHKO this Scizor. So either he thought I was going to do that, and he's just like a very, very ahead of it play. I mean, either way, actually, like, maybe that was just better because if he U-turned thinking I was going to Aqua Jet, obviously Aqua Jet would not kill this thing. And then he would kill me, right? And then obviously, if I went second, he would. So U-turn was the best play no matter what. Actually, this guy's much better than me. U-turn's actually the best play by far here in this instance. I should have Aqua Jetted because my Crawdaunt was dead if I didn't switch him out no matter what. Now that I'm thinking, I thought he would Bullet Punch for chip damage. I didn't even consider. All right, I'm an idiot. But now you understand my thought process as to why I did not Aqua Jet. So his play was optimal no matter what. Clearly, after just spending 3 seconds of analyzing this. I don't think a lot when I battle. It's a problem. I don't have a brain. So that was a really good play by him. Now that I analyzed it, now I learned a thing. So I'm dead, and I get the up because he did U-turn. So I think, okay, Wigglytuff. I just go into camera up. Wigglytuff can't do anything to this, right? So I'm just gonna Earth Power here. It's big damage, and I was worried that he would switch into Kabutops on a fire attack. He doesn't, and now I have to Fire Blast because he could go into Tornadus, and if he goes into Tornadus, then I do nothing. So I kill it, and he's obviously going to go into Kabutops here. There's just no, you know, this is obviously the best play, right? So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Garchomp here. I actually expected an SD, but he Waterfalls. It doesn't even do a lot of damage, so I don't know what's going on with this this Kabutops set here. So here, funny thing about this Garchomp. So he goes into Mega Scizor. I knew this was going to happen, and I Fire Blast. This is a fully special Garchomp, also with Poison Jab. So it's got 3 special attacks. It's got Draco, Meteor, all that jazz. So here, I think, oh, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. I actually didn't expect the HP Ice. I don't think these things usually run it, so maybe, I don't know. I don't even know why he brought it. I don't have an, you know, Garchomp is like the only Ice Weak Pokemon I think I drafted, so really interesting that he was even running it. Yeah. So here I go into Uxie. I'm gonna set up. I set up Stealth Rocks here, just like I don't really know why. I think just worried about like regenerator shit. Because here's the thing. Look at my team right now. It's Uxie, Camerupt, Ursaring, and Cress. If Ursaring dies, like if Ursaring dies and I don't have Trick Room up, Camerupt is actually kind of like bone to this thing's Aqua Jet, and Uxie has no attacking moves, and Cress has 1, and I think it's Ice Beam. So the thing about the position I'm in currently is it looks like I'm actually very advantageous, but if I actually play like a little bit stupid, I would lose the match because only 2 of my Pokemon are capable of doing literally anything. So I set up the rocks just for insurance, basically. I know it's basically one at this point. You know, flinch hat, Yuxi's so bulky, this thing can't, like, he would have needed a lot of flinches, to say the least. I'm surprised, again, I'm surprised, I don't know what's going on with this Cabo Tops. Does he not have knockoff? Like, knockoff, yeah, again, knockoff is like a pretty staple move on Cabo Tops as far as I'm aware, I Memento just to weaken this to make sure Ursaring can go to town. The great thing about Memento is it also makes his attack miss, which is super sick. So, you know, Ursaring comes out, Ursaring's gonna SD and just murder everything. Ursaring has like 1100 attack with SD plus guts, and then it's going to be using Stab Facade off of base 130, like, you're done skis. Done skis. So that's the match. This guy played pretty well. I actually don't... So, the play, I think, that basically won the game, more or less, was he risked two Scalds on my Crawdon. I think he agrees with that. That kind of lost him the match. But the thing is, if he got the burn, I would have been in some deep shit. So, him losing his Politoed, I actually don't know how valuable Politoed was. Because it's like... I don't know what it was going to do besides attempt to wall my Crawdon. So I don't know about that, but, you know, letting Crawdon set up and having +2, killing the Raikou is a big deal. Raikou is actually sort of a threat here. So, although I struggle to live in a world where I was not able to get Trick Room up with Yuxi and just instantly kill 2 Pokemon like so let's say Crawdon gets burned and he's completely useless, right? I struggle to find a world where I'm not capable of going in with Yuxi and mementoing something and just Trick Rooming, mementoing, and having Ursaring come in and just instantly destroy 2 Pokemon. Like, that's what he does. There's nothing on his team. I also have Fire Punch on it. So there's nothing on his team that can take the +2 Ursaring. But he played really well, especially with that Scissor play. His Scissor play against my Crawdons, not Aqua Jetting, is like my favorite play of the match now that I've analyzed it. So, anyway, I've droned on for far too long. Good game to Sir Orange Otter. I don't remember I don't even know his. I don't know his team name. I have to get better about this stuff. Yeah, I don't know his team name. What is his I don't think I should give away his Discord name. Maybe that's rude. I don't know. I don't know the etiquette here. So I'm just gonna call it here. Good game, friend. I look forward to more battles and probably losing every other battle besides this one. So, see you guys next video. And yeah, that's it.